So, in this little meditation, we will do a basic relaxation and awareness with a little breathing. And this is our morning preparation for having the unblending with our parts that we're working on. So, I'd invite you to find a comfortable place, invite some grace into the moment, and start with just an awareness of your body and a profound sense of gratitude for being in flesh and having a physical being. Invite you to notice in your body where there's any heaviness or the action of gravity on you, connections where you're sitting, where your feet are on the floor, where your arms are on your body. And just start with an attention and awareness of those points of interacting by means of gravity or heaviness. And then I'd invite you to just pay attention to your thoughts. Be aware without any judgment or any desire to change them of the kinds of thoughts you have. And then turn your attention to your emotions without any desire to change them. Or if you don't feel any emotions, then just notice that. Thoughts and emotions, just notice them. And then we'll do our relaxation. Starting at the very top of your head, put all your attention at the top of your head. Just be aware of the very top of your head and expand your awareness, the active sensation of your body, to your scalp, your entire scalp and the back of your head. And if there's any strain or tension, give yourself permission to relax. And then pay attention to your forehead, all the muscles around your eyes, your face, your jaw, your ears, and your chin. And give those muscles too permission to relax. And then your neck, your shoulders, trapezius, and upper back. Give those muscles too permission to relax. And then your right arm. Pay attention to your deltoid, your biceps and triceps, your upper arm down to your elbow, your forearm, your wrist, the back of your hand, the palms of your hand, your thumb, and all the muscles to the tips of your fingers. Give those muscles too permission to relax. And then your left arm, your deltoid, bicep, and tricep, your elbow and forearm, your wrist, the back of your hand and the palm, all the muscles in your thumb and the muscles to the tips of your fingers. Give those muscles too permission to relax. And then returning to your back, your upper back and your spine, from the base of your head, follow your spine down slowly. First of all the muscles between your shoulder blades. Give those muscles permission to relax. And then going deeper down the spine, all the way to your tailbone, the middle and small of your back. Give those muscles too permission to relax. And then look at your chest, your sternum, your solar plexus, your diaphragm, your belly. Give all those muscles permission to relax. Pay attention for a moment to your breathing. If you're not using your diaphragm for your breath, give yourself permission to breathe from the diaphragm, not as though you're altering it, but just to breathe from your diaphragm. into your belly. And then turning to your waist, your hips, your pelvis. Give those muscles and joints permission to relax. Both legs, the thighs, the knees, calves, ankles, and the feet. The top of the feet, the heel, the bottom of the feet, and to the toes on both feet. Give all those muscles in your legs, all the way down, permission to relax. And then, turning towards your breath, breathe deeply in, deep into your belly, and then let go. And then a second breath, deeper than the first one, into your belly, and then let go. And then the third breath, deeper, 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 deep as you can possibly go, and then let go. And then turning your attention inward, try to identify where in your body you sense the part that is active or activated or aroused. Where do you sense that in your body? Does it have any temperature? Is it colder than you are or warmer? By how much degree? Is there any movement or motion to this part? Is there a churning, a stasis, a vibration, maybe a pulsation? Just pay attention. Just noting the features of the part. We're not going to change it. And then does it have any mass? Is it solid? Is it loose? Is it tight? Is it creating pressure? Is it kind of like a gas, or is it something that's more definite and fixed? Just notice those things about the part. And then try to look at if the part is carrying any emotion with it. And if you're feeling a strong emotion right now, just notice whether that emotion is coming from the part or coming from you looking at the part. If the emotion is coming from you, it may be a part of you that's blended. So ask that part to step aside. If the emotion is coming from the part, don't try to change it, because that's the part's emotion. It's the part's job to look at that and be aware of that. Give the part permission to have its own emotion, but just pay attention to the emotion that part is carrying. Then ask this part if it remembers the agreement you made with it about its role, if you've made an agreement. If you haven't, then see if you can have a conversation with the part about what its role is. If it has an extreme role, ask it if during the day it's able to moderate that role and work with your self energy to inform you about the outside world rather than to dominate and take control and to protect you or to push other parts away. Just sit with the part and notice it. If it's willing to, Listen to some of its story. If it has fears or concerns about your day or things that happened yesterday, pay attention to those. Let the part tell its story. Remember, we don't create exiles. If there's a part of you that gets frustrated at the or feels judgmental or negative toward the part you're unblending from, ask it to step aside. Or if it has a real strong opinion that it needs attention, then give it some attention. And go back to the target part that you started with. Thank it for showing up. Ask it if it has any other things it needs to share with you, or if it can just be part of your life in a role that's more harmonious and integrated with other parts, guided by the self rather than dominating the self. And then once you're done working with this particular part, you can check in with other parts that have an opinion about this part, or you can move to an entirely different part that you're concerned about for the day. Remember to pay attention to the part, depending upon where you are in the process. Sometimes you just need to look at the part and let it know it's being seen. Other times, you need to renew commitments that you've made with the part and let it know you remember it and that you're going to keep it in your life in an active role. Remember, we don't create exiles. Nobody crosses the finish line alone. All of our parts are in this with positive and beneficial intentions for our overall self. Thank you for listening to the meditation. I hope you find it helpful. Give me comments or feedback, and I wish you peace and blessings on your journey. Another way of ending this, actually, we want to thank the part for showing up. If there are other parts that we visited, thank them for showing up. Give them permission to reblend and let them know whether or not you plan to speak to them sooner or later. And if you make an appointment with one of your parts, please make every effort to keep the appointment, especially if you have an exiled part that's wounded or hurt that you're trying to repair the relationship with, then you really want to make sure that it knows you can be trusted. Sometimes the parts are just satisfied with, hey, when I think about it, I'll check in with you. Other parts need a definite commitment. Yes, I'll be here tomorrow. Or, yeah, at 3 or 4, I'll check in with you. Everybody's journey is different, and different kinds of parts that we have different needs. Listen to your part. Thank them for showing up for the meditation, and give them some encouragement that you're willing to listen to them in their new role that is less extreme and more harmonious and interrelated with the jobs and roles that other parts play. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what you think about the meditation in the comment section. Take care.